Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. If you are new here, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a couple of recipes. We are going to work on, stop. Today we are going to be working on a couple of recipes and I'm really excited to share them with you. One of them is a breakfast recipe and one of them is a dinner recipe. So let's get into the breakfast recipe. This is something I've never done before, so I'm doing it for the first time with you guys and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so this recipe is something that I saw on a fellow YouTuber's channel. Her name is Lauren Jansen. And I also kind of seen this idea on, I think her channel's, I'll link both channels below. But we are going to be mixing a cheesecake, fat-free, sugar-free Jell-O mix in with some plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And so we're just gonna do that to start with. Okay, so the next step for this, after I've mixed up our cheesecake yogurt, which I tasted, by the way, it's really good. My son's even eating some, is to make a serving of oats. So I'm just gonna do 1/2 cup serving, which is 4 bites on the plan. And I am just going to be cooking that in water, and I'm going to add some berries just at the end. I don't know yet if I'm going to do strawberries or mixed berries. I have both. They're both frozen. So I'm just going to go along with it as I make it, but we're going to do our oats now. Okay, you guys, so my oats are done cooking. I've added them to my bowl. I cooked 1/2 cup of dry oats with water, salt, and cinnamon to give them some flavor. And then at the very end, when they were done cooking, I added some frozen strawberries to it, so they could melt up and be nice and warm. And then to that, I did put my yogurt mixture back in its original container, just so, you know. But this is the yogurt that I added the cheesecake, sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix to. So on top of my oats, I added a serving of the yogurt. And because I am on the breastfeeding plan, on Better Balance, I do get more points just to keep up my milk supply. And so I do get some more points. And so I am going to be adding some of these pecans, pecans, whichever you prefer. I got these at Costco. They are keto, low carb. That doesn't really matter so much for the plan. They're sweet cinnamon glazed, but there's only 1 gram of sugar per serving, and 1 serving, which is 1/4 cup, is 5 points. So I'm going to use a little bit less than a serving, since right now my entire meal is only 4 bites, because I am on the breastfeeding plan. Like I said, I need to bulk up my meals a little bit more, and this is a great way to add a little bit of bulk without adding too much sugar or carbs or anything like that. So we're gonna do just a little less than 1/4 cup. And So that'll be about probably 3 to 4 points bites on the Better Balance plan. And I am gonna sprinkle a little bit extra cinnamon onto this, just to add some of that flavor. Okay, you guys, so this is our finished breakfast. I'm really excited to try this. I think this is gonna be really yummy. It's a really bulky breakfast for very low points. Even with the added pecans, this is only an 8-point breakfast, and for a meal, that's really not bad. If you are not a snacker and you like to just spread your points out through your meals, this is still, with the pecans, a really, really good option. So I'm going to go eat this, and I will catch you guys in just a little bit. I'm also making dinner with you guys tonight, and I'm very excited about that recipe. I think you guys will love it. So let's go eat some breakfast. Okay guys, I just sat down to eat this, and I just wanted to tell you, this is very good. This is very, very good. This could even be a dessert. This is so good. So definitely go make yourself this recipe. It is definitely worth the amount of bites. So worth it. Go make it. Okay guys, so now we are going to start working on dinner. Here I'm just putting some beef into a bowl. That was the second pound. So I'm working with 2 pounds of beef. To that, I am just adding 2 eggs. Does anybody else hate cracking eggs? It is definitely one of my least favorite things to do while cooking. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't, it's not my favorite. Okay, and then I am going to add mustard. For the purpose of the recipe, in the description, I do put quantities of these, but I really just eyeball this. So I'm just squirting in some mustard, and then dashing in some Worcestershire, you know, that sauce, the Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm going to put in some ketchup. The key to this is putting more ketchup than mustard. And again, I just really eyeball this. It does kind of turn out differently each time, but that's how I personally like to cook. And then I am also adding about a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. This kind of makes a meatloaf consistency, I'd say. They're not steaks in the way you think about beef steaks. Obviously, Salisbury steaks are a little bit different, but these are super delicious. And you could very easily take this mixture and also make it into a meatloaf, but we prefer it this way. So here I'm just mixing it all together. You really want to make sure that everything is incorporated, and there's not any pieces that won't have all of the ingredients. And there comes my little Oliver. Okay, so once this is really well combined, I do like to divide it into how many patties I'm going to be making. In this case, because I used 2 pounds, I am going to divide it into 8 patties. I do that so that we have leftovers, make 2 pounds worth. It makes a great lunch, it reheats well, and it's just good any time of day. So all I'm doing here is just seasoning it. So I'm adding some salt and some pepper, and I do add a little bit of garlic powder. And after they've been cooking, in a separate bowl, take your 2 cups of water, add in your ketchup and some more mustard, your Worcestershire, and then you will mix in your gravy packets and make sure this is really stirred and well combined. And then once that is done, you will just add this to your skillet and allow that to cook just until it's simmered a while and it thickens up a little bit. And then after that, pretty much your meal is done. It is intimidating when you first think about making this. However, it is so easy and the steps are really easy and the flavor is amazing. Even though there's just basically the same ingredients throughout the entire meal, it is a very flavorful, very good meal. I don't know what it is about these flavor combinations that make it so, so good, but this gravy is good on a lot of things. So now I'm just going to be working on the sides for this meal. I like to do air fried carrots quite often. They're very tasty and soft, and my toddler likes to eat them and my husband likes to eat them, and they're just a hit in the house. So for these carrots, I like to put them in a big bowl and add the tiniest bit of oil because you really don't need much. It just is basically to coat them a little bit to get the seasonings to stick to them, but you really do not need a lot for this recipe. So like I said, once the carrots are in the bowl, I am going to season them up. For these carrots, I decided to go with the flavor profile of the dinner we were eating. So I chose salt and pepper and garlic. And then I'm just going to mix that all up and toss that in the air fryer for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your air fryer, but I like to do ours at 375 for about 12 minutes.
Nobody else really wants to deal with. The ones who, smell bad, or the ones who had really seriously.
So here I'm just showing you that I'm kind of moving this gravy around. If you're working with 2 pounds of beef, it's not easy to stir around the gravy in your skillet, but I do like to kind of just get in there, scooch the patties around a little bit, move the gravy around a little bit, nothing too fancy. And then as our other side, I am doing a packet of instant potatoes. These are kind of our weakness, but they're really not bad at all in bites. You can have one serving for, I think it's 4 or 5 bites. I can't remember off the top of my head. But for a side, especially with chicken, it's really not a bad bite side. We really enjoy these potatoes, and again, it's something that everybody in the family will eat, even my toddler. He's kind of picky about foods right now. I think it's just a stage, but we all eat these potatoes and they are really good, and you can get them in a lot of flavors, and it literally only takes the time that it takes for the water to boil to prepare these. So this is a great fast side if you are kind of needing something that quickly to throw together for dinner.
In 1951, they moved to Indianapolis so that Jim could study law. See what I mean?
Okay, you guys, so this is my plate. This is 1 serving of the Salisbury steak, 1 serving of the potatoes, and of the carrots. Hey guys, so I'm working on editing this video and I realized there was no outro, so I'm just gonna squeeze it in now because why not? So I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes. I hope they were new ideas for you. I hope you try them and you love them because I loved them, especially that breakfast. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. So anyways, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. We're doing a variety of things on this channel, so I hope that you will come join us and see what is to come. I also have an Instagram if you guys are interested. It's Jessica Gets Healthy. I put it in my description box below. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye.